Hi, this is Ajay Anand, and welcome to Science classes from excelup.com. In this lesson, you will learn about permanent tissue. Once the meristematic tissue, it facilitates growth, and some of the cells they come out of the meristematic zone. What happens? That cells they become specialized for special purposes, and this process is called differentiation. After differentiations, the cells they lose their capability to undergo cell division. Okay, so after that the tissue is called permanent tissue. So cells of permanent tissue they do not divide. There are two types of permanent tissue. One is called simple tissues and another is called complex tissues. So in this lesson, you will learn about simple tissues. There are three types of simple tissues. Number one is parenchyma, number two is collenchyma, and number three is sclerenchyma. The cells of parenchyma they can be closely packed or they can be loosely packed. So if they are loosely packed, there are a lot of intercellular spaces. The cells have thin cell wall, and the parenchyma it makes the bulk of many plant parts, especially the young parts. So the bulk of the fruit or flower or leaf or young stem is composed of parenchyma. Now, in some of the cells of parenchyma, cells have chloroplasts. So in that case, the parenchyma is called chlorenchyma, and obviously, since chloroplast is present, so they are responsible for photosynthesis. In some of the plants, especially in aquatic plants, there are lots of air cavities in parenchyma tissue, and these air cavities they provide buoyancy to the plant parts. So aquatic plants they can float because of the presence of air cavities. So once air cavities are present in parenchyma, it is called aerenchyma. The main functions of parenchyma are photosynthesis, storage, and secretion. Collenchyma. Collenchyma is present below the epidermis in most of the dicot plants. It can be present as a homogeneous layer or it can be present in patches. Now cells of collenchyma they are densely packed. There is no intercellular space, and another difference is that cell wall is thickened at corners because of deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. So this diagram it shows collenchyma. The white portion is vacuole, followed by protoplasm, and here are some red dots. So these are thickenings at corner of the cell wall, and this thickening it is because of deposition of cellulose, hemicellulose, and pectin. The collenchyma often contains chloroplast, so it also participates in photosynthesis, and the main function of collenchyma is to provide mechanical support to growing parts. Okay, so it is present in say leaf stalk or pedicel, then peduncle of flower or young stem. So it provides mechanical support along with flexibility. So that is important because the leaves they have to sway according to the movement of wind. Even flowers they sway in the wind, and that flexibility comes because of collenchyma. Sclerenchyma. The cells of sclerenchyma they are densely packed. The cells are thick and they have lignified cell wall, which means there is deposition of lignin. Pits are present in the cell wall. So these notches they are pits and these are thickenings of cell wall. Cells are dead in sclerenchyma, so protoplasm is absent. There are two types of sclerenchyma. One is called sclerenchyma fiber and another is called sclerids. So fibers they are longitudinal cells, and cells of sclerites, they can be cylindrical, spherical, or oval, and they have narrow cavity. The fibers, they have wider cavity. Okay. The sclerites, they are present in fruit wall of nuts, pulp of guava, pear, seed coat of legume like chickpeas or pea, leaves of tea. So when you will eat a pear or guava, you will get the crunch of eating the fruit, and that crunch comes because of the presence of these sclerites. The outer covering of a peanut is very hard, and that is also because of these sclerites. Sclerenchyma, it makes the bulk of the older parts of the plant, especially in woody plants. So a huge tree trunk is there. The major portion of that tree trunk, it will be composed of Sclerenchyma. That's all for this lesson. Thank you.